The call came at exactly 11:42 a.m., a number I didn't recognize. My pulse didn't spike, not yet. I answered anyway. "Is this her?" the voice asked, clipped, careful. I said nothing. Silence stretched, a careful, measured silence. Then a laugh, not loud, not amused, empty, hollow. The line went dead. I dropped the phone onto the marble counter, its screen reflecting the pale sun slicing through the blinds. Something had shifted, a tremor I refused to acknowledge. 6 years. 6 years of silence, of careful erasure, and now a voice I didn't want to hear had pulled me back into that shadow. I walked to the window, staring at the cars inching down the street, their engines humming like distant heartbeats. My reflection looked calm, cold, detached, but beneath the surface something simmered, calculating, patient. I knew why they were calling. They'd found me, or maybe it was the right moment to reveal themselves. Either way, I was ready. I hadn't told him, my ex, not a word about the affair with my boss, the long nights, the stolen hotel rooms, the way he made me feel seen when my marriage felt like a tomb. I watched him across the table that night we ended it. His eyes, full of feigned concern, never caught mine in truth. I realized then that the man I married wasn't capable of seeing me. The thought had haunted me for years, quiet, pervasive, and now I wasn't just haunted, I was threatened. There were small signs I hadn't noticed before, a lingering look from the waiter, a message that had slipped through the cracks, a memory resurfacing, the way he'd always asked questions, just a bit too pointed, just a bit too often. I didn't react immediately. That wasn't me. Not anymore. I let it sit, like ice forming beneath a frozen lake, solid, dangerous, unseen. I began watching, not him, him was irrelevant, but the patterns, the calls, the accounts, the emails. Everything has a rhythm. I found his. A DNA test, discreetly ordered, arrived in a plain envelope. I traced the results methodically, cross-referenced them with old records, emails, timestamps. Every piece fit together, a cold puzzle. He never noticed. I saw him at the cafe one Tuesday. He looked older than I remembered, worn, and for the first time in years, he didn't see me. He never did. But I saw everything. And I remembered the betrayal, the way he claimed trust while hiding suspicion, the way he smiled while my world burned in silence. I didn't act yet. Patience is a weapon, control the deadliest one. I organized the evidence, every email, every hidden transaction, every lie lined up neatly, surgical, undeniable. The truth hit like a scalpel, clean, precise. I held the report in my hands, scanning the numbers, the dates. It confirmed everything I suspected, the lies, the manipulations, the deliberate deceit. I called him, voice steady, controlled. "Do you remember 6 years ago?" I asked. His laugh was nervous this time, thin, fragile. I don't. I stopped him. I didn't need to explain. I handed him the report, slid it across the cafe table. His eyes widened as he read, the color draining. You knew?" he stammered. "I always knew," I said. The silence was deafening. I let it sit, let it linger. He squirmed. He tried to justify, to twist the narrative, but I had already mapped every path, every excuse met with quiet evidence. His composure shattered. Mine remained intact. I didn't raise my voice, I didn't cry, I didn't demand apologies. I just watched him flinch, watched him realize that the control he once thought he had over me was gone. Then I walked, out of the cafe, out of his life, out of the lingering shadow he cast over my memory. Each step measured, each breath deliberate. The final image of him, eyes wide, hands shaking, mouth opening and closing like a fish, etched itself in my mind. Perfect. Cold justice delivered without a word, without a scene, without chaos. I knew he would carry that weight for the rest of his life, and he deserved it. I never looked back, not because I was afraid, but because the chapter was closed. Now, months later, I sit in my apartment. Sunlight cuts sharp angles across the floor. No guilt, no longing, only clarity. 6 years of secrecy, calculated risk, and patient observation. All of it led to this: truth unveiled, power reclaimed. I sip my coffee, black, strong, bitter, and I think about him, not with hatred, not with regret, with quiet satisfaction. The game is over, and I am free.